Okay, so that was fun. I'm not 100% sure why that crashed, but my streaming service did not like that. Yes, what was I discussing? Okay, yes. So now we're going to pull up. Oops, I'm on inventory. So this now is a slight increase to packs. So now what you can do is essentially um, you can utilize the Necromancer staff if you want to use Blood Pact with, you would use it with the Summoner helmet. I have one right here. This is the best one I have at the moment. And this would also, so you could increase your pack damage a little bit more. I'll have to look up, I feel like I'm not doing him justice, so I need to look up his videos. There's an individual who posted a video. I'm going to try to find it really quick. I think it was Rashahid. I don't know if I'm saying his screen name right. I believe that's who it was. He puts out some really good Orna videos. Roshede. I believe he may put one out for crit damage with the summoner and utilizing. Um, he talks about a crit build with versus the Blood Pact. I ended doing very similar damage. But now with the introduction and add of the Necromancer staff having increased pact, essentially efficiency, it's now using Blood Pact might essentially eclipse what a crit damage build. I have looked into potentially trying to do a crit damage build. The problem I'm having is there's not a lot of usable crit gear, so I'm just going to go down the list. My Fade Chimera helmet gives me 2%. So realistically, so if I wanted to go down a crit damage build, I would want something with adornment slots so that I can get adornments that give me crit. None of the gear or very little magic gear outright gives you any crit. I mean, that's the top one. So I would probably use my Demon Forge Snowy Fowler crown and stuff that was as many adornments as I can. The problem is I don't really have if I had a bunch of Ashen Pinions here with the 4% crit, I believe that was 11 adornments. I could get 44% critical chance. Because the goal really would be, if you're going to do a crit build, is to have 100% crit. It's not hard, you just have to have the gear for it. I don't. Until I get something or enough, I can get 44% crit just in this one helmet. If I had enough of those pinions, and I believe those are the highest you can get. I'll have to double check. What was this one? For your, or I could get, I don't have enough of those. That's a 4%. That's a 2%. You see how, so essentially, the Furious Bullseye and Ashen Pinions I would need several more of. But if I had more of those, what's the crit on this? 1%. Because you want to stack crits, get to 100%. But I can get 44% on that one piece of gear. Let me see what else I have that potentially has a bunch of adornment slots. Not a lot, but we'll check the Fade Chimera gear. 2%. It does raise it now. This is another change for summoners. The Fade Chimera gear can be used by anybody now. It used to only be warrior classes. Let me step back a little bit. Just the chest piece. I believe the other two pieces you still have to. Let's see. Oh, nope. All classes. Fake Camaro helmet is also all classes. I thought it was just the chest gear. Fake Camaro. Oh, it's armor. I guess it's all of it. So that's cool. I'll definitely have to check out the stat comparison. I don't have great fake Chimera stat gear, but we'll come back to that. So crit build again, 44% I can get on my helmet. Not a lot here. I think I need to upgrade some of these other pieces. Wonder what I have on right now. Comparison. That's 5. That's 5. Yeah, there's really... Looks like 6, so an extra 24%. If I'm... So... My Arisen... Oh, here... Oh, nope. Sorry. Let's go to Usable by Grand Summoner, which is going to cut all that extra stuff out. Looks like I have really 2 options here if I want to get the most crit. Summoner gear, I can push it a little bit higher and open up, I think, 1 or 2 more at, if I could get them God Forged. So, right now, that's, if I had the Ashen Pinions, I could push it, what is it, 6, so another 24, bringing us to 68%. Now we're going to jump down to legs. Still looking at crit, and just summoner gear. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. There's no base crit. There's no added crit for any of these. So honestly, there we go. My Demon Forge Beguiled Shoes give me 9. That's an extra 35% on top of the 68, which would get us there. That would get us over 100. So throwing 4% pinions in all of those would get us there. So you would have a little bit of flexibility on gear. I am interested in looking into the Black Dragon armor, which I do not have a piece right now. It has increased defenses and resistance and added adornment slots. I'm not 100% sure how many it had before and how strong it was, but from the standpoint of if there are more adornment slots than my current armor pieces when leveled up, so I'm going to take a look to see. And I don't think any of the sites would have that updated yet. I really wish I had a piece to look at. Well, you know what? I'm going to look it up anyway because it might not be updated on the Orna sites, the Orna guide sites. However, it'll tell me what it was previously, so we can kind of get a gauge as to Black Dragon armor. Defense, base is 270 with a 120 resistance. I'm not showing, let's see if it'll show how many adornment slots. Okay, so just basic level 1, no actual stats. It doesn't show adornment slots. Interesting. So a base level 1 of those at Godforge would be 640 defense, 285, and that's a base level 1 though. So again, if you had 200% or the maximum, you just double all those essentially. So 1280 defense and 285. You got 485 times 2 is 170, so 370. Assuming for 570 resistance. Those numbers should be increased because I doubt that this is literally just come through, so I don't think any of the guides have updated. They may. Um, didn't see how many adornment slots it would give you though, so that's interesting. If looking at for potential for a crit build here, um, defense resistance wise, looks like defense would be, if I could get a high level one, definitely better. And the only reason I'm thinking about that is because, again, this class is very squishy. But looking at crit build, if I can't jam a bunch of adornments into it, it's not going to be viable. Again, I don't have the items to go down the crit path yet. I will give it a shot once I get more stuff, but I'm going to have to grind a lot. Especially, I think Ashen Phoenix normally is in, I want to say January, so maybe if I remember correctly, or January, February, I can't remember. I'll have to grind the Phoenixes to get some of those pinions. Anyway, I am most interested, however, in right now, because I have some interesting gear, in testing some of the changes. So I'm going to go over here, and my max summoning damage. So I only care, my goal is my summons and how much damage I can get from my summons. So right now, I don't think, I wonder if I have Fey Boots. I do not. They might not even drop. Either way. So I'm pretty sure no boots are going to beat my Rift Summoner boots. Now, with the Fey, so we already looked at the staffs. There was changes to the Necromancer staff, increasing summon and pact power. I'm not going to do pact power yet. I do have, I am upgrading a Necromancer staff right now, so only to level 9. I need to upgrade one more time, but I might do a test with it before, because the pack power shouldn't change. So I'll look at that. Let's see. Yeah, in a day or so, day and a half, 2 days, if I have time to get back on, I'll look at the increase to pack damage for, we're going to go over here, back to Rage. Now this build, the Charon staffs are still the strongest, unfortunately. I wish I had something better. I've looked at, so the adornments, do they have it yet? They do not. Okay. I think they're, we can get rid of that. Yes. So these give an additional 1%. The problem is there's no gear that would beat the Charon staff by itself, because it gives a base 30%. So the Necromancer staff doesn't have enough dormant slots. Neither does the Hydra staff. They don't have enough adornment slots to push it to even get close to these staffs. So that's why I'm using both of the Charon staff still, because it's 30% each. But now we care about the changes to the Fey Chimera gear. So now, actually this is nice. So the Superior Risen Summoner plate, really, your summons will be more likely to protect you. Cool. I don't really care that much. I'm leaning into being super squishy. I have no problem with that. What I care about is that 7% increase to summon stats, which should be interesting. Obviously, this is not ideal gear. I showed I'm also upgrading a legendary version, but that's the best I have. I don't have any ornates. I'll have to grind for that. You know, RNG sucks sometimes. It is what it is. We'll go back here, and now you're also going to look at that gross. Okay, so again, this doesn't give me any stats. The Rift Summoner Helmet doesn't give me any stat boost to my summons themselves. So that's why I'm not using it. I was not aware. I did not see. I must have missed. Yeah, I guess just all the fake Chimera armor gives a stat increase. So, which is nice and usable by anybody. This is obviously it's super low level. It's a basic level item. It's not even. Yeah, I did level it up a long time ago. I don't know why I did that. Probably testing earlier with pet class build, and it was just the only thing I had. But now I have, with these two, it's extra 14% increase to summoner stats. Not really a lot. Doesn't seem like a lot. And this is going to make me super, super squishy. Um, I didn't see. So going down more of this list, the Fey Dragon gear is also going to have some bonuses. So I believe that is tier 7 or 8 gear. I might have some of the dragon gear. Let me see here, because I'm a hoarder, and I never get rid of anything. Let's go. Oh, I have a legendary black helmet. Fey Dragon. There we go. The Fey Dragon chest mail. Fey Dragon mage gear. Okay, so this is the warrior gear. This is not the mage gear. I might not have any mage gear. I do have. Interesting. So Black Dragon armor. It looks like I won't be able to. I didn't realize the Black Dragon armor was only for warrior classes. That's a little depressing. I was hoping to play around with the dragon armor a little bit with those added dormant slots. Assuming the update is correct, that's 4. It definitely won't come into play to try and do any crit damage or crit builds because I won't be able to use it at all. Cool. No big deal. Alright, so the Fey Dragon armor, it's mage only. I do not have any. As you can see, I have just a warrior class. But that'll also add some bonuses to summon. Oh, I was looking for, what tier is it? Tier 7. Let's see. Staff of Wolves. So for followers, that's. I wonder what that. Do I have a Staff of Wolves? Looks like I do not. See, Risen Staff of Wolves. And then these essences. Let's go down to adornments. I believe that is where they will come into play. Or not. Interesting. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what the essences are going to be. My assumption is they're going to be give you defenses or resistances for each of the elements that you choose to use. Rune Sword, Fog Blade. I'm not interested in those at the moment. Mirror and Polished Mirror add a resistance and reflect offhand ability. That's interesting for the reflect offhand ability. That's kind of cool. I don't think a lot of people use reflect a whole lot, but it could be fun potentially. Actually, that could be a fun possibility for a summon build as an additive to throw down reflect defensively. So that could be interesting. Yeah, look at that. Do I have a polished mirror? I do. That's a tier 5. There's a tier 10. It's interesting. I mean, it's not horrible stats. That ward is gross, though. Absolutely disgusting. Minus 172% ward. Wow. Your reflect chance would have to be really, really high with no ward. I don't know if that's viable with summoners. You're just so freaking squishy. Could be that. So that's interesting. Maybe I'll look into trying to do a build with that. Let me see. So the another interesting change that could potentially be beneficial would be if I have one. I do not. The Chimera Staccato, assuming I'm saying that right. Let's look this way. That also is assuming that I could actually use it with the summoner class. Might not be able to. See if I have one maybe hiding in here. I think it's a... Yeah, I don't think I have one. I think it's a music instrument. It's an instrument. So, but it gives buffs temporary resistance 3 and temporary defense 3. It's kind of a nice idea to throw to your summons to protect them a little bit longer. Not necessarily needed. It depends on how you're playing it. Hit the Necromancer's Staff on a Lost Art. I don't think the Summoner can use it. The Mighty Coat is kind of nice. I don't think I have one. Not on a Risen one, anyway. Some of that stuff I'm not 100% sure why I still have in there. Alright, let's see if we have Ornate Yeti Coat. I don't have a Mighty Coat. But it's supposed to have increased stats. So if you do have one and you use it on a regular basis, increased status protection too for the Mighty Coat. So that's kind of cool. I obviously don't have one. Interesting. That could be kind of nice. The Imagination, increase the dormant slots. So that is another. I'm pretty sure I don't have one of those. Those are rare. I'm pretty sure you only get them from one of the mimics. I think one of the mimics is the only place you can get it. And I don't have one. Just double check here. I'm pretty sure I don't have one here either. Sure, I've had one at one point in time and scrapped it because I don't have one. Because it wasn't high, it wasn't famed or above, so I'll probably just scrap normal versions, and I auto scrap anything that's not anyway. So, I'm not 100% sure. Let me look really quick on that one too, because that'll be interesting. That could be, if it's a one-handed item. I think it might be two though. So, is that the Arisen version? Just says imagination. I would hope that it's both the Arisen and increase adornments. So it only has two right now. The base version only has two. I don't know how many it's going to go up to, and I did not actually pay attention. Was that a two-handed? Because if it's a two-handed, it's not two-handed though. So I mean, high magic. One of the highest. I believe there's only like two or three staffs that might be higher. No, that's not the case. There's a lot of staffs higher. I think it's the benefit it gives you, all the buffs, and that's why it's lower. But so it could work in the middle. It's an interesting staff if, depending on the adornment increase to it, it could be interesting from the standpoint of building, maybe pairing it with a necromancer staff. Because like I only have one ornate one, but pairing that staff with that to increase magic could be interesting. Anyway, uh, there's more. So there's also NPC quest adjustments, coin purse. Some of these things are interesting. It really depends on some of our lower level items. So it'll be good for guy or some of the people who are just starting out. Um, yeah, December is going to be a good month though to get a bunch of luck items. There's a lot of stuff that is being luck is being added across like almost everything you can get this month. So it's going to be really good. Right now, I am finally actually going to go test out this build. Uh, this is my new super squishy build. And we were actually going to save this to my summoner damage build because this should put out the. They should set it up to be the most damage for my summons. Oh, yeah. See, so these are the stats I've kind of been playing around with, mixing and matching. So, reason behind the current summons, Anubis. Um, wow, I'm forgetting his abilities already. Anubis throws out statuses that work in conjunction with the Hydra. So it makes Hydra's water and earth attacks a little bit stronger. Very scary skeleton, lowers attack and defense. Um, so that's also nice. The problem is Anubis swaps out so much of those statuses that you can't maintain it long term. The problem with Very Scary Skeleton is this a squishy bastard and he just dives too fast to try to maintain. Like the Arisen Morrigan, actually, we'll just go in and throw against the Arisen Morrigan. You'll see throws or just essentially drops those stats off super quick. Alright, hopefully. Oh yeah, I am so weak now. I don't even know if defenses are gonna help me. Okay, so we're gonna throw out, hopefully, nope, not gonna get the instant Hydra, which sucks. So, Earth Sigil, see how quick in the span of 3 turns I went Fire, Earth, and Water Sigil. Um, so it's nice when it's there. So that's Anubis doing that. It's really, really nice when it's there. The problem is it's very, very inconsistent. Alright, come on. Let's get an instant. And view not. Okay, now I'm also going to bring out a skeleton. Oh man, see, Morgan, I hate you so much. Hits really hard. Ooh. You know, I did not do, which is a huge mistake, is swap out one of my spells for, uh, dang it. I'm forgetting the name of it. It's the spell that gets you more of your ward back. All right, so we're gonna watch it. So temporary defense, temporary resistance was there for a split second, and then the Morgan just sheds it. So I do like the skeleton for that, just not against certain enemies. And temporary different. So here we go. This is ideal. This is what I kind of like is the water sigil and or the earth sigil paired with temporary defense and temporary resistance. The problem right now is none of my summons have the buffs up that I need. So we're going to go and hopefully not get absolutely wrecked. So you can get attack 2 and magic 2 up with these sonatas. It's rare though, so I don't necessarily waste a lot of time doing that. I will go back around after the fact, after I've got a couple other buffs going. Maybe I'll get lucky and just get one. Nope. So, and for whatever reason, I'll have to look into it. I'm not 100% sure why, but when you buff Anubis, he sheds all that crap too. I'm assuming it's the sigils that he's throwing out. So buffing Anubis is kind of a waste of time. Okay, I'm gonna get myself a little bit more buffed here. Oh, I got temporary magic. Oh, don't go away, don't go away. And we'll throw that out. And now see if I can get the Aphid channel out there too. Sweet. So there's a lot more buffs. This is just the basics. These are the easy things to get out there, the temporary buffs. There's more you can do, but alright, so now let's see. Let me use this here. See how much damage. Temporary defense, temporary resistance down. I don't have a sigil up, but let's see. It's hard to measure. They all go really quick. Oh, that was a crit. I have not seen a crit before from any of these guys. Who the hell just crit? Hydra crit. Oh, a base attack crit. I don't know that I've seen Hydra base attack crit like that. Interesting. So the Hydra can crit. That's the first time I've seen a summon crit outside of the Gazer that you get from the book, the offhand book that I'm forgetting the name of. That's cool. Interesting. Now I want to play with temporary crits and pushing temporary crits. Let's actually options. Let's do condensed. See if that helps with my screen a little bit. So I don't really know that extra. It's hard to tell. So the Hydras have. I really should kill a skeleton and throw another Hydra out there. I think I would be doing a lot more damage than what I am over time. Um, it's kind of normally how I play, but this is not horrible. I should have also started a timer for this. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna pull another Hydra out. Let's see. Oh, maybe I might die. Just got hit by the Morgan really hard. Yep, I died. Um, such is the way. So how much? 4.8. That's actually a horrible run. I normally, yeah. So that extra 14% really might not be worth it. And I think in the short term. So I'll say this: in the short term, um, it's nice to be able to get those pieces to boost, give a little boost to your summons. Um, I got cracked really quick. I do not like that. It's too squishy. All my runs in the past, like I always die. I haven't gotten through one solo yet, but normally I can get 15 to 20. I don't know. Let's try a normal. Let's hit the normal Morgan and see how well we can do here. Oh, I hit Ward of Valor. I'm like, wait, why did I get those already? Because I hit Ward of Valor first instead of Ward of Ortonite, which really is not really a bad thing. It's not like it's going to save me. Sweet. Love those instant summons, man. So obviously, this Morgan's going to be weaker. We're going to be able to do damage faster because it's not the original version. But hopefully it won't drop me in 3 freaking seconds. Alright, now let's see if we can. So 1 up. Every now and then I will get lucky and get 1 and 2. Does not happen often. Did get a temporary magic, so that's cool. Oops. I want Song of Power now. Oh crap, what did I do? I think I hit the wrong one. Oh, there we go. Alright, now... Oh, that's not what I want. Alright. Let's get a little bit more... board, maybe some defenses with Port of Valor. There's another song that I was using as well that gives defenses to your summons, which is really good. Oh, sweet. I wonder what we just got. So Lucas Gauntlets just activated, and we got temporary attack up. So cool. Temporary attack and channel. So we're gonna push that to the summons. See how hard they hit. I am going to also maybe try to get an attack 2 up for him. It did not work. it's a slow grind. Definitely. Also haven't pushed my. Oh man, I'm just blanking all over the place. Ascension level. That's what I was thinking of. My ascension level is still where it was. Has been. I still missing pure Dragonite that I need to farm to get to my next ascension level. So I think I'm sitting at 6 or 7, which I would imagine. The ascension level should also help with this. So again, this isn't horrible. It's kind of a slow way to play. That's why it would be interesting to. It would suck to give up the churn staff though for a mirror, but that reflect could be interesting. I'm already super squishy, but getting in and tweaking and having a reflect build with could be interesting. I mean, I didn't put it on a timer, but it's not like it's really slow. I mean, it probably is compared to some of the other classes who probably would drop this in like 30 seconds, which is hilarious. Uh, but almost 6 million damage. I wonder if so that's another fun thing I need to do is play around with controlling. I just don't have a lot of spells, so giving up one for another. I might give up Anubis and start with Scary Skeleton. It's just with a weak summon early, it's scary because if they get dropped immediately, it's 50% chance that you're gonna get dropped with only having one summon. I don't really know if it's actually that percentage, but it's you versus one. It's going to target I, you or the other, you or your summons. If your first one gets dropped, so there's no guarantee you can get another one out quick enough. Even with the skeletons, it takes 2 turns. So I honestly don't know if the Louis gauntlets are worth it either. They just like I have them on. You can see they just don't proc for me very often. Um, I'm gonna see if I can get Magic 2 up on him. I know it works, it's just super rare. There we go. See? Magic 2. So really this is what I should be doing, is going around. It gives temporary magic as well. I should be doing that with both magic and attack. Maybe attack. Maybe I should be focusing on attack because they actually crit. But it takes like at this rate, is it really faster to try to get the duel up or just run through and try to keep the channel up for them because there's a trip up? I mean, it'd be nice to have all of it, but I guess while it's up, I have something to do. There we go, sweet. It's another magic. See if we can get this one in the back now. That temporary up. It is nice that at least you can get some temporary buffs with some of these things. Alright, that's gone. Maybe I'll try Sonata Power instead. Just to see which one hits more. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Get these ones in the back to have. Oh, I forgot to push. Oh, that's gross. Temporary attack, defense, magic, and resistance all down for that one. Gross. Yeah, just doesn't happen enough to get that double magic or double attack up, and I don't know if there's another way to actually do it. I think the Sonatas are the only way. So again, this is running with the extra 14% coming from the Fey Chimera gear. I don't really think it's an okay increase. It's just, I think it's a play stop or a stopgap really for individuals who aren't able to get some summoner gear. Even I didn't get the best summoner gear, but the summoner gear from what, September, October, whenever it was, um, still far surpasses anything. Actually, I should test it and see. Take all my summoner gear off and just put all the tankiest stuff I can on, and see if. Actually, that's not a bad idea. And do a comparison. How long it takes to kill Morgan / survivability. It's nice when you have the Earth Sigil, and then also if the summons actually hit, um, with the right move. So that's the other problem too, is they have water, earth, and then attack moves. So just because the sigil is up doesn't mean it's going to be beneficial. I think the skeleton is probably actually better, or might be better than Anubis, for trying to get increased damage. Like trying to stack the damage that exists, increasing the Hydra's damage, because that's my goal, is just to increase the Hydra's damage. That's all I care about. Um, I would say I think that the Gazer is probably still the hardest hitting, because it can crit, and it can crit often. It's just a huge... I was not able to solo. I might not have been paying attention to my health. The Gazer is just such a pain in the ass to get out. But by far, because of its ability to crit, Grimoire was the word I was trying to think of. Because its ability to crit makes it far superior, I believe, than any other summon, because it can crit, and it crits very often. And actually, potentially pairing a bunch of those with one of the Anubises, because it also has, I believe, all of the, as fire, electric, earth, and water phase spells, which crit. So having 4 of those with an Anubis might be a really good run. But we will pick something here that I hopefully won't kill really fast. That's gonna be too much damage. Actually, let's pick another one of the sisters. There we go. That's the one we want. So summons are going to be 30% weaker. You can kind of already see that because I took that staff off. But okay, have some defense. Maybe get a little bit more. No, okay. We are gonna do this. Hopefully, really what I should be doing is I should have changed. Yeah, so I have a bunch of this crap now. Really, I should have brought the pact that allows me to sacrifice summons because this is a waste. I don't care about these things. I'd rather just gut them and move on because all I care about is getting. See, yeah, these guys just really aren't going to do anything. So this is probably going to be a waste of time. I think I'm actually going to leave because it's going to be a waste. I don't really have a good build for that. I need to change my spells. That was a huge mistake. So what I want, first off, you can do a couple different things. I believe the Sacrificial Pact, you can sacrifice one of them. We don't want to, because I don't want to sacrifice all my summons. Lose me. So this one's not bad. You can sacrifice all, but the strongest summon. I don't necessarily like to do that. I'll probably just do the Sacrificial Pact so I can control which one. I think you get to pick. There's one that does the weakest. We'll just go with this. You could also do Blood Pact and still kill them all. I'm not going to do that. Tempted to get rid of. So I'm not going to get rid of Anubis or Hydra. I want Anubis. I want the Hydra coming out of the gate to kind of protect me. I just need it to last for a little bit. I think I'm going to tweak this though. There's another. What's it called? I forget the name of all these spells and stuff. So we're just going to go over to Charmer. And the one I think I want is the Anthem. Potentially boosts attack, magic, defense, and resistance while. Yeah, so I think actually the Anthem might do everything for me. Attack, magic, and defenses. So maybe we'll do that. Let's get rid of. Let's just try this. I'm going to do that, and then a little bit more flexibility. And we're going to do this. Sacrificial Pact. Yeah, I probably don't need all of this. But let's see what happens. $35 minutes for that. I really want to test it against the Arisen Morgan. I don't think I really have anything. Let's hit Zeus. Alright. Some defense. I don't think I'll have to worry too much about getting wrecked by Zeus. That's the really big thing is I just don't want to die. I want to try to set this up and take a look at what it could be before I die. Alright, sweet. Alright, we have one of them. Now, what we'll do is see how much we can boost it. Alright, we got defense and resistance out of the gate. Let's see if we can get some attack and magic buffs. I wonder if they're only temporary, because that would suck. I would need the Sonatas if they're only temporary buffs. Although it's super cool. Oh, alright, now we just got a bunch. What do we have here? Alright, Magic 2 up, which is actually what we want. Is Magic, because we're essentially don't care about attack. I'll take the Magic 2, that's nice. Resistance, resistance, defense, resistance. Sweet. So this is... I didn't realize the Anthem threw up so many buffs. Okay. Wonder if, oh man, now I'm gonna have to look into the temporary crit buff too. Okay, so now I don't care. Let's go with Sacrificial Pact. Oh, damn. That was not the one I was hoping to kill. How about this one? Do you get to pick? You don't get to pick. It just kills based off of... Cool, that's good to know. See if we can get another... Okay, sweet. We got another one. And we will do... So that kind of sucks. Let's... Sacrificial Pact. Kills that one. I think it kills... One of them kills the weakest. I was lucky there. We don't want to kill the gazers. Never want to kill the gazers. And I made a mistake there. My ward is gone. I might die. There we go. Sweet. So we have 3 gazers right now. But I did have to give up 30% power or stats because I gave up one of my charm staffs. But we are critting. Oh, he got a double attack up back there. That's nice. Too bad. Oh, was that an 80k? Shinlog. Oh, that's right. It doesn't have the numbers. I always forget. Okay. 52. So that's nice. It crit for 52 without having a lot of buffs. That was a 54 crit. So I think realistically, these things hit the hardest. They truly do. I don't really even have like. Let's see what we can get them to crit for. Okay, we'll take that with a grain of salt. They're hitting hard right now, but it's definitely not against the Morgan, the original Morgan at that. And even with, that's a 64. It's interesting. I don't really know that, unless I could get some permanent crits out there, I don't know how much better it would be, honestly. There we go. Let's throw that out there. Temporary all up. I mean, I imagine that I could see some hundreds if my gauntlets triggered. I got some more magic, and I could get them single magic up and double magic up for all of them. Nope, I misclicked there. Oops. I feel like if I was just running Hydras, it would be more consistent damage, and I would already have a great deal more than what I have now. He is immune to some of the attacks, though, or a lot of the attacks, actually. So that might be another thing, another reason why I'm not seeing as much damage. Guess I could kill everything off, and yeah, that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of immunities. What is he immune to? What? Why is that not updated? Hitting him with like a bunch of shit. Just seems so much slower. Alright, we're gonna kill off that, pull out a Hydra. Alright, now Hydra will buff you a little bit. That was an 82 crit. That was nice. There's a 57. So I think, I don't know who had that crit. They're still probably the hardest hitting, for sure. It seems super slow, inconsistent. I don't know that I've had a Hydra hit for, I think with the right status increases with temporary magic and temporary all 3-up. I've had it hit for 100k once, just one of them. That was not crit, so I imagine some of these gazers could get well over that. They can also just hit for next to nothing as well with some of their other abilities. And, I mean, they're not always... You have to... It took me a couple turns to even get a bunch of them out, which is... Takes a little bit more effort, because you gotta kill off a bunch. You have to take up spell slots. I think they're probably really viable for Endless Gauntlets, setting it up, because Endless Gauntlets you have to set up a ridiculous amount of crap anyway, and having the crit later and later into an Endless Gauntlet would be beneficial, but just trying to put straight up, I don't know if this is slower, it just seems really slow. I feel like I should have killed him already. I mean, he only has 8 million. Probably could be doing better. Trying to get stats upgraded. I think really, well, I think losing that 30% is huge. Like, they crit really hard, but it would be nice to, if there was just no way to eke out more damage and still have these guys. The crit is nice, but losing 30% increase to stats is pretty large. Yeah, this takes so long. Any other class would just be like, oh, I would have done 10 seconds. Not all of them, but of course it takes the right build. But this is by far not that was 116 crit though, it looked like. most likely from one of the geysers. So they definitely hit the hardest. I don't think I've seen anything hit harder than the geysers. It just takes so long to set up. So we're gonna go back. Actually, let's go and just hit here because it should take me back to closer to what I had for spell loadout. Let's swap out. So magic or attack, magic or attack. The anthem was pretty good. Let's look at what are those other ones. So I haven't really gone down the rabbit hole of using all the charmer abilities. Yeah, defense and resistance, I don't see any point in it when you can get defense and resistance from the anthem. The anthem looks like it doesn't give the one up, which the power and magic do. So trying to get all three in, because the power and magic, it's interesting for. I could probably do without. And there's some flexibility, essentially, depending on what you're trying to do. If you want to just run Anthem, Anthem looks like it's pretty good. Crash, wah wah wah. All right. Power skeleton. Let me see here. So I'm not really a fan of. I don't like giving up. So from the standpoint of pure power for summons, um, it's viable to give this up if you're going to run uh, and use a Grimoire, only if you're going to run and try to stack damage with the Gazers as much as possible. Because they can crit, it hurts a lot. This also has Ward, so if you set yourself up, and actually you might be a little bit tankier if I get rid of, we'll say, the Chimera gear. That's making me, but that's an additional 14%. You lose, you're a little bit more tanky. You can potentially, honestly might get rid of the Amoga Rift Rock too because you're using the Grimoire, and I know I don't really care about it that much because I would be focused more. So I might actually swap this out. If I had more Lucas gauntlets, I would do that. I only have one. Um, I was not smart when that event came around, so I think it might be coming around hopefully again soon, so I can pick up at least another set and try to run two. I'm trying to think if there really would be anything to benefit. Really, I think the only thing that would help benefit is trying to stay alive. There's nothing that benefits. Maybe status protection with the nag belt. Um, Essentially, if I was going to run, let me see if Morgan is back up yet. That's interesting. I wonder. I mean, it's not the original Morgan boots, but 10 magic users. Resistance, defense, minus mana, minus HP. Oh, they're Fey Banshee boots with fire protection. No ward, only 5 adornment slots. And if I wanted to use these, I'd be giving up 15% in. Yeah, I'd be giving up 15% summon stats. which is still more. So that 15% is more than this. So you got summon stats 7%, and the helmet is only 7% as well. It's just not a lot. I don't think it makes it that much faster, and I think I would rather be a little tankier. Also, I wonder if they... Somebody definitely finished off Morrigan. That one's not ready to go yet. I kind of wish... I actually really want to do... It looks like the changes to the statuses for summons and the added gear really is not going to make a big difference between what you can already do. So, why did I not just search for it? Realistically, this is still my strongest. For doing damage quickly over time and not getting one shot, I might swap in some of that figure, but realistically it's not. It doesn't give me a big increase. Not big enough to be how squishy I am. I need to... Oh, I think I have that Necromancer. I have a Necromancer stat. So let's do this. Let's go and get this. We will get... I think I have an Necro. See, this is the problem, though, is the packs go off of your magic, and my magic is going to be super freaking low, because my Necromancer staff is not upgraded. Actually, is there anything? Defense. I wonder if more ward would be better. Whatever. So... Alright, we're gonna try... We're gonna go to Blood Packs. And try that out. Skip Blood Pack 3. So that's gonna be the strongest. Alright, what do I care about? I need to change all my... So I don't care about buffing my summons. So we're gonna try Necromancer staff has added packed damage now. So, oh, I don't want summons, I want buffs. How did I hit the wrong one? Okay, let's start off with magic. So you want Gate of Snotra. Actually, we should change specializations as well. So, if we truly want to get the most for attack, I think we might want Magi. Yes. Okay, so we have 10% magic. Does anything give me more than 10% magic? I don't think anything does. I think there's one more. Yeah, the Chronomancer gives 10% magic. But there's no extra benefit where if I had the correct... So this is the big thing that this build will be lacking for me specifically, is I do not have a good amity to make sure that my buffs stay up longer. You can increase the level of your positive stats. I don't think I have anything. I will use this to recover mana though. That's also, I wonder if this hybrid would do anything. Yeah, but I'm not about to do that. 30% extra from ultimates from raids? Yeah, no way. That's horrible. Um, I really need to grind some of these amities out. Did I just put the wrong one in? I did. In the wrong section. Okay, so the Ymir Coiled Shield is just for survivability. I threw my Heretics Robe in for magic. I want the highest magic I can get. No, obviously I'm sure I could throw some. I don't know that you can have adornments that give magic into those. Because the goal is to have the highest magic you can possibly get. And obviously, my current build is trash. I am just want to test it out. And, oh, boom, magic. So I can get 31 extra. Yeah, I mean, I could probably pump with adornments. I don't know, maybe an extra 300 or 400 in my stats. Well, not with those boots. Almost get like 240 just from the boots alone. So could probably get close to about 500 extra magic. My magic's low because the necromancer staff. I might not use it because I don't know. We'll see. I will go back. I think my meridian here is strong. Would be stronger only because the magic is so much higher. But we will try this out. Packed increase. Let's find 31 minutes. Might just hit Poly. 11 minutes on that. We're gonna hit Poly first. Alright, let's go. Okay, so oh, I did not change my spells around enough. Okay, so this is gonna be a garbage run. Absolute garbage. So I need more buffing spells. Also, I think I should have more room for spells. This was a waste. I'm just gonna see what Blood Pact 3 does with only 3. That was not very strong at all. Okay. But there's a reason. Is I didn't get the rest of my buff spells. Like a freaking scrub. Okay, so we need Jin's talent. Did I pass it? I must have passed it. We'll go Great Meditation too. Jin's talent. And then I think this will get me. So that's 1, 2 up. Great Meditation gets me temporary 3 magic up. Get us Sinatra. Is there anything else I feel like I need? Let me look. I feel like I'm missing some other buffs. Potentially. What am I missing? I could get some temp buffs from this. That's probably it. That's good enough for now. I still don't know if it's gonna hit very hard. I feel like it still won't. Now I gotta pick something else. Alright, pumpkin face. Hopefully I can just get buffs before I do too much damage on you. Sweet. I might do too much damage on him because I only have 5%. Awesome. There's a temporary attack, but that does not help me for the blood pact. Alright, now we'll go Jin's talent. My magic up. Wyvern speed. I did not get. Oh, I did get magic up 1. Dang it, I didn't see that. Alright, now we'll go give Snata. And then we will go get some my. Yep, okay. I hit the damage limit before I could even get into that build, so let's go to something that doesn't have a damage limit. I killed everything already? Dang. 7 minutes. Alright, let's pop a scroll. Maybe I will get lucky and it'll be a Risen Morgan. Nope. Third Horseman. Alright, that's alright. You gotta work around statuses with these. Bunch of. I hate these guys. Alright, let's start the buff loop here. Of course. Stupid sleep. I'm just going to use this for everything because I'm going to get hit with a lot of statuses. Oops, wrong. Alright, magic, that's all I care about. Get those downs away. A couple war turns for good measure, because I'll probably forget. I always do. Get so focused with buffing that I forget, and that's normally how I die. Okay. Do I have everything? So, very scary skeleton would be also interesting to pull out and have here. I probably should have had. Yep, I should have summoned one of those instead of. Oh, I got. Okay, so there's temporary. Alright, let's see if I can get the temporary magic and channel up long enough for me to hit Blood Pact 3, because that's the goal. Okay, still up. And Blood Pact 3 takes 2 turns. And we'll see how hard it hits. 1.5 million. Okay, so 1.5 million. The last time I did this with my higher level magic staff, I was hitting for 1.2 million with both of those up. Okay, with one of those up, it was 773. So, man, that hit pretty hard. 1.5 million. With a lower version staff. So let's look at what's my magic at. Or yes, my magic stat is at 20. Oh, raids. Haha. 2530 is where my magic stat is for raids. Magic stat. Magic is 408. So now it's about how can I push with this current build. I almost feel like if I definitely had another set of Lucas Gauntlets, it would be hugely beneficial. I have great meditation. Actually, it wouldn't matter. I need the amity that allows me to have those specs up longer. That's really what I need, is positive. Let's see how much money is the price to Master Forge this. It only gets me defense and resistance. Oh, and that's a lot of Fogstone. I think I'm trying to level something else. That's why I haven't done it. That's too much Fogstone. And way too much Titanium. That's why I haven't done it. And it actually doesn't get me... It might get me another dormant slot or two, but because it... I just need to grind some of that stuff out. It doesn't get me magic, and that's why I have not increased it. Okay. So let's look at throwing maybe some adornments in there. Realistically, for this, I think I could mana and resistance. Yeah, that's... Dang, it really sucks that I just don't have... That's not a lot of magic. I just don't have the right opinions for it. Also, that's a huge resistance and mana down. Ugh. I don't know if it's worth it. Is there... I think the Necromancer staff only has 2 adornment slots. But let's see. I'm just curious here. What's the sort by... I want magic. It's the most... It's this one. 31. Wow, there's... And in your weapon, the most you can get is 16. Wow, you really cannot get a lot of extra magic. That is rough. Your adornments really don't help with that, do they? It's almost like a giant waste to do it. I feel like it's because I'm so squishy, it would still make more sense to throw ward, HP, or defense and resistance boosters in there. But they normally have a negative effect. I wonder... HP, mana, attack, magic. Let's look to see what I can boost with accessories, magic-wise. There we go. Holy, defense and resistance. Absolutely destroying. But extra 166. Why not? Let's give it a shot. I mean, the Arch Gizmo is close, and it gives you immunities. What's the difference? It's like 20 without giving you just absolutely getting wrecked. I don't have an ornate version of the Arch Gizmo. That sucks. I swear I thought I had one of those. I don't know if I accidentally scrapped it. Like a scrub. No items. Cool. Alright. Well, what about this? Defense resistance. Man, yeah, that is, I think I might. Alright, so that's going to be the next rabbit hole I go down, is how much damage I can get out of a pack build, the blood pact. Obviously, my ornate necromancer staff is going to be nice because it'll have hopefully a lot more magic. I could. So, before I was running this staff. So it has. My magic is higher, but obviously I lose the extra pact, blood pact efficiency. Like my magic is 800 higher with this. So I'm not 100% sure what percentage my necromancer staff was. I want to say it's like a 90 something percent. Oh, they don't have the Arisen necromancer staff on here. Why don't they have the under? Interesting. Not 100% sure how much more magic, but the pack damage. So I lowered my magic by 800, increased my pack, and still had a 300,000 increase. So if I can get anywhere close to it, I don't know what I could do to even make myself stronger outside of course, ascension levels. And again, I'm ascension level 7. Still, I finally have enough perfect boulders, but not enough perfect dragonite. So this would also increase my stats. A little bit to get that even higher. Yeah, well, I am in the waiting game now, hopefully day and a half, couple days. I mean, it's only going to be level 9, so I can get even higher. There's only 2 adornment slots on it. So even if I wanted to throw adornments on here, go to just weapon. I'm looking at 1632 for that, which is meh. But the other thing that could come into play, which I didn't test, actually, let's try it. I think Arisen Morgan is open. This will be the last thing I try to run. Let me double check that I didn't mess up my build really quick before we go in. Yep, I did mess it up. We want the Necromancer staff because we're testing the pack damage. Spell's still good. Good enough. I'm sure I can tweak with this to make it more optimal and get maybe a little bit more out of it. This is going to be interesting to try to stay alive. That's going to be the biggest struggle. Okay, ward. I did Ward of Valor, which is not bad. Got some fire and water defense. So the other runs, I was not actually buffing myself because they're pretty weak. I was never scared of dying. But I'm always, oh my god, always scared of dying because of the Morrigan. Transference, that is the spell I need. Damn it. That hurts so much, and I'm essentially poised to be one shot. Hopefully I can get, please get me 2. Just get me 2. Yes, okay. A little bit of chance. I should have, I need to put transference. That's the other spell slot. Oh my god, I got hit again. Oh. It's been a while since the Morgans targeted me this horribly. Target my minions. Kill them. Don't kill me. Alright. Sweet. That's always nice. Yes, I know I'm burning Panseas for no reason, but that's okay. Man, hit me again. I'm having an unlucky run right now. Haven't even started actually buffing myself yet. Okay, let's start with, I got an attack, not magic. Okay, we got magic up. This is the scary one. Jin's talent, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. And we'll use Panacea. Alright, I got triple attack up again. Don't care about that. Alright, this is also Sinatra's up. And let's go Great Meditation first. I really should do the channel first in the event that the Lugus gauntlets go off. But alright, I think we're set up. As long as everything stays up for 2 turns, we'll see how much damage we can do. Everything is up. Any chance? 1.2. So we did 1.2 against the Risen Morgan, which is not bad. It's actually pretty good. It would have been cool if I had that temp defense, temp resistance. Let's see if I can get really, really lucky and get it. It's just timing. So that's the other thing, obviously. It's really hard to get all this. Okay, we got it. We got it. I need it for 2 turns, though, for Blood Pack 3. So everything is up right now. Everything is still up. It's still 1.2. It didn't matter. It didn't change it. Interesting. Alright, let's bring out another Hydra. Okay, still have Temporary Magic 3 up. Still have Temporary Magic 3 up. Blood Pack 3. It went down before it fired. Damn. 794. Shit. Alright. So now is the other issue you run into is by running the Blood Pack build, all of my summons are close to dying. Haven't really done that much damage to the Morgan. It's obviously faster though. And boom, 1.5. So that was 1.5, but I just killed off all my summons. I think that one was 1.5 because instead of using the skeleton, I think the stronger the summons that you have out, the more damage you do. Yeah, so now I'm in trouble. Okay, yep, I'm in a lot of trouble now. Let's see if we can get really lucky here. Sweet. Yep, there we go. Alright, that was a great deal faster though than the first run. And I hit 8. Unlucky. Also, so the highest we hit was 1.5. Again, guess doesn't really matter. I'd assume that defense and resistances would have made it a little bit less, but I hit for 1.5. again, um, you know what would be really interesting is I think I definitely will have to try the sequencer, I think. Um, oh my god, you know what? Why didn't I even think about this? But using the sequencer, I'm actually not going to change it. Once my other Necromancer staff is done, sequencer with dual Necromancer staffs, increasing the pack power even more to, man, I wonder how high I can get that. My phone's almost dead. It's going to be probably a day or so, obviously, until I can get this. I don't think I have another Necromancer staff to even try. Yeah, I only have the one. So I think that is where any crit build with the summoner is gonna probably fall short. Is you can dual wield necromancer staffs with this helmet. If assuming you have a summoner helmet, but with the summoner helmet, dual wielding necromancer staffs, and then also doing, I imagine that the ability to dual cast with the sequencer, you might be able, if you get lucky with all your buffs up, you might be able to be hit maybe 3 million. I don't know if you really could. Well, 1.5. So I hit for 1.5. The packed power with increased magic, because I should be able to increase my magic power as well a little bit when the formulas are all done between the two staffs. Especially if I upgrade my other staff, because it's sitting at zero or level 1. Oh, I don't even know why. Yeah. Anyway, I should have just used one of those stones on it, whatever it's called. The whetstones. Do I have? Oh, there's a fine whetstone. Use. Oh, I think you have to go into. It's been a while since I've used one of these. I don't know if it works. Yep, use whetstone. Level 2. So just doing that gets me a little bit extra magic. I think you can only do it to level 3. Yeah, level 3. That by itself already has, what was it? Extra 100, maybe? So I am definitely going to try to be maxing out as much magic as I possibly can, to the point where I literally will be a glass cannon and be one shot by anything. Um, I wonder if this would really even matter anymore. So your summoner, I think the strength of your summon still comes into play. It may or may not come into play based off how much, because Blood Pact pulls from. Alright, so do Blood Pact. Converts a percentage of all summoned beasts' HP into damage. So the more HP they have, the more damage you can do. So what if, I wonder if this would be an even better build, where I essentially dual wield necromancer staffs and use the fake chimera armor. Ooh, it actually might decrease. I think I still want the magic though. So it's going to be an interesting balance. Is magic better to have, or is having higher 721 magic, versus a 7% increase in their HP. And the 7, yeah, this is probably the build I'll want to go with. Well, we have, we're going to save this to here. And we're going to change this and go with, I don't really care about that. Max Blood Pact. Obviously, it's not perfect, but that's what we have for now. That also just saved my spells. Are these the spells I want? I did say I wanted another spell here. Oh, Transference. At the very least, I can get what little ward I will have back a little bit sooner. Now I need to go and resave that so that this saves that spell as well. Okay, so next time I jump on, I'm definitely going to try the other Necromancer Staff. Which should be at least 1,000. I mean, this is level 3 for legendary version, and it's already at 534. So I imagine it's got to be pretty. So base version, 200 version for magic is 1,300. If it's a 200, I don't think I have our double percentage double. So like common is 100%, 200%. Yeah, I can almost guarantee it's not a 200%. So probably just under 1,300, which is, it might be a little bit stronger than this Omega Meridian. Maybe a little bit stronger, but it adds the packed damage as well, which is going to be key. I mean, actually, what I should do here, I could test this out with the Chronomancer. So this is right now, actually we'll save this to this. So this is right now my probably my strongest pack build outside of oh well, I don't know. I could throw a couple different things in here. Let's get rid of the Lugus gauntlets and what do I want instead of those? Oh, that's right. It was the Arch Gizmo. Was it the Arch Gizmo? They crash again? Wow. Orna does not like me tonight. I think it was the Arch Gizmo is what I was looking at. No. There we go. Legendary Risen Arch Gizmo is what I want because it gives me an extra 140 magic. The Lugus gauntlets, I can control the temporary 3. Ooh, actually, I lose it. So I lose temporary magic 3 if I jump to Sequencer, which means I would want the Lugus gauntlets. Because I imagine that. Alright, so some playing around I'll have to do. Definitely, that's interesting. Okay. I have to see. Obviously, being able to dual cast is going to be stronger. For sure. It will be a lot stronger than dual casting will be. Which means I would want the Lugus Gauntlet. So if I'm going to go with the dual cast, I'm actually just going to keep the Lugus Gauntlets there. Um, yeah, we'll keep that because I think we want to swap over and do next time I come in. Might just swap now. Sequencer. Yeah, I'm gonna swap to a sequencer. I think by far, again, it's gonna be really situational. You're gonna have to. I'm going to have to hope to dual cast when I have both the channel up and Lucas Gauntlet. So that's the thing is I can't. Lucas Gauntlets have to go off. Lucas Gauntlets are so far the most unreliable thing for me. So I feel like I lose so much damage in that. I'm gonna have to go back and forth. I will try both. And see which one I can drop faster. So I think tomorrow before the end of the day. So the end of the day for me is like 7 p.m. and it'll jump over to December. I'm gonna try to remember and pop a bunch of my scrolls so that I can get some Morgans going into crap. Actually, are they going through the 30th? They are going through the 30th. Um, so I can test it out and see. 'Cause that's really the test bench. It doesn't have to be, but it's kind of what everybody uses. How quickly you can kill the Risen Morgan. Because I think a Risen Morgan is still the strongest raid boss in the game. I don't think anything is stronger. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do next week or next time I'm on. Hopefully I'll be able to test the difference between uh, Magi and the sequencer. The sequencer is probably still going to be the strongest because even going off, if I'm over 1 million, it's 2 million. If I get dual cast, easy 2 million. It's going to be fun. All right.